Hi everyone and welcome to our final release tech tree rundown. Today it's the Abbasid Dynasty. They consider it a 2-star difficulty. I slightly disagree with that, as I think they have one of the most complex research setups in the entire game, and getting it balanced correctly for a competitive game is a bit of a nightmare in my mind. You're going to have to play them a lot if you want to play them competitively and get it right. Yeah, it's fine versus AI, yeah, it's fine in big 3v3 and 4v4 games where they're going to go on for a long time, but choosing the right researchers is difficult with this side if you're playing them in a short game. So they're good at research, probably because they get a lot of it. They have anti-cavalry, and they are good because of their golden age. The Abbasid Dynasty pursues a flourishing golden age by concentrating structures around their House of Wisdom, which we'll talk about more, allowing them to unlock significant economic advantages, and the House of Wisdom also derives progress through the ages and grants access to advanced technology. The Abbasid camel units are experts at countering enemy cavalry, and we'll note straight away they give bonuses to other infantry as well. Cavalry fighters, particularly good at countering cavalry-based armies. They have their golden age. You build buildings around the House of Wisdom with an ever-expanding influence, and the more buildings, the more it pushes up the golden age, and then the better the bonuses from the golden age become. But we'll take a look at that. The reality is that some of these things we're going to have to go in-game and have a look at. You get the pursuit of knowledge. Embrace the Abbasid's pursuit of knowledge through the unique technologies located in their House of Wisdom. This is where things are complex for them, and again we'll come to that. Civilization bonuses. Gather from berry bushes 25% faster, but cannot gather from boars. Infantry units are able to construct rams and siege towers without researching siege engineering. It is possible to do a Dark Age siege rush. Advance in ages by building wings from the House of Wisdom. Nearby buildings gain +5 fire armor. Enter a golden age to speed up resource gathering rate, research times and production speed, and docks are 50% cheaper. Siege experts. Infantry do not require the siege engineering upgrade to construct rams, siege towers, springholds and mangonels. And the unique unit, they can produce the camel archer and the camel rider. So starting at the top we have the town centre, which has our usual villager scout and textiles, nothing special there. We get our house, we get our mill, which has our usual upgrades, as does the lumber camp and the mining camp. And obviously we have our farm. At the barracks we have access to the spearmen and hardened spearmen in the Dark Age and Feudal Age respectively, and then the man-at-arms from the Castle Age. Moving on to the dock, we get access to the fishing boat and transport ship in the Dark Age, trade ship and doho in the Feudal Age, which is our archery ship, then our bagler and explosive dough in the Castle Age, and the Zebek in the Imperial Age. Upgrades wise, we get our usual upgrades for fishing. We get teak masts, which increases the health of dhows by 100. We get navigate and lookout, armoured hulls, chaser cannons and explosives. Nothing too special there, just the research. We get access to Palisade walls, Palisade gates and outposts. We also get access to the House of Wisdom straight away. So unlike all of the other civilizations, you do not get landmarks other than the House of Wisdom. And then within the House of Wisdom, you get 4 wings. And each wing is an age, basically. So your first wing costs the same as going to the Feudal Age for a landmark, the second wing costs the same as Castle Age, and the third wing costs the same as the Imperial Age. You can build the 4th wing, and that costs the same as the Imperial Age again, and effectively is giving you another age, but without any other particular bonuses. So, the 4 wings can be built in any order, and this is where the complexity comes from. You can build the culture wing first, or the economic wing, or the military wing, or the trade wing. It is completely up to you, and each wing will unlock its own researchers, one for each age. And that's where the complexity is. Which ones do you want in which age? Which are the most important? What do you want first? What do you want last? Etc, etc. And then there are a couple of technologies down at the bottom here, which are available regardless of what wing you have built. So starting at the top with the culture wing, you get access to preservation of knowledge, reduce the cost of all technology by 30%, that's a hell of a saving. Medical centers, keeps heal nearby units for 2 health every second. And faith, imams can convert units without holding a relic but can only target a single unit, that's going back to the conversion of Age of Empires 2. You get the economic wing, which gives you fresh foodstuffs, reduces the cost to produce villages by 50%, massive bonus. Agriculture, improves villages' gather rate from farms by an additional 15%. Now please bear in mind that this is more expensive than some of the researchers in the mill. The first 2 researchers in the mill are cheaper than this, so do those first. The last one in the mill is more expensive, but this should be built after the first 2. Otherwise you're spending gold you don't need to. Then you have improved processing. Villagers drop off plus 8% more resources. Then you have the military wing, which gives you access to camel support, where camels increase the armor of nearby infantry by +1. Camel rider shields, where camel riders get an improvement of their melee armor by 3. And then boot camp, which increases the health of all infantry by 15%. Then you get access to the trade wing, which gives you access to spice roads, increase the gold income from traders by 30%. Armored caravans grant 5 armor to traders and trade ships. And the Grand Bazaar, traders also return with a secondary resource. This resource is a 25% base gold value and is set at the market, so you can choose which one you want. Then you get access to the phalanx, increase the attack range of spearmen by 100%, camel handling, increase the movement speed of camel units by 15%, camel barding, increase the armor of camel units by 2, and composite bows, reduce the reload time of archers by 25%. Let's shrink that down. So as I say, to age up you would build one of those. So after you've built a wing, we go up to the feudal age where we get access to our town centre, our market as usual with the trader, and obviously you can set what you want at the market to return as an additional resource once you've done the research. You get access to your blacksmith with your melee damage, melee defense, and ranged defense technologies. Siege engineering you get automatically in the game, so you don't need to worry about that. And obviously you get the military academy. Now, whether it's a bug in the game, I'm not quite sure, but at the moment it is possible with the Abbasid Dynasty to build battering rams in the Dark Age. So although they're listed here in the feudal age, you can actually build them in the Dark Age. I don't know if that's a mistake here on the tech tree, or if it's a mistake in the game, because you can do a battering ram rush in Age 1. Moving on, you get access to the Archery Range with your archer in the feudal age, crossbowman in the castle age, and your hand cannoneer in the imperial age as normal. You also get access in the feudal age to your camel archer, a highly mobile and durable range unit effective against all cavalry. Bonus damage versus spearmen, and causes enemy cavalry to deal less damage within its influence. So not only do you get bonuses for your own troops, it provides a debuff to the enemy troops. And then you get access to the stable. So you get access to your scout and your horseman in the feudal age, then in the castle age your veteran horseman, your lancer, and your camel rider. The camel rider is a highly mobile and durable melee unit, effective against all cavalry. It gets bonus damage to cavalry and causes enemy cavalry to deal less damage, the same as the archery one. Then you get access to your stone wall gate, and stone wall tower as usual. No landmarks, you need to build another wing, and then we go straight up to getting a keep. The keep has the spring oil, cannon emplacement, and boiling oil, no additional special upgrades for the Abbasid here. Then you get access to the Mosque, which again gives you the Imam, Herbal Medicine, Piety, and Tiddy Barns, no additional upgrades there. Siege Workshop, you get access to the spring oil, the mangonel, the counterweight trebuchet, the bombard, and the culverin. Not many people get access to the culverin. This is your anti-siege weapon cannon. It is devastating and kills most of them in one hit. Not everyone gets it. You get greased axles and you get roller shutter triggers. For some reason, there's a scout in here, which is another bug in the tech tree. Adjustable crossbars and siege works, nothing else special there. Then you need to build another wing at your House of Wisdom to go up to the Imperial Age. Once you've done that, you get access to the Madrasa, which is exactly the same as the university, exactly the same technologies, just with a different name. And then finally you get access, obviously, to your wonder, which is the prayer hall of Uqba. I've probably pronounced that horribly wrong, but there it is. Same price as usual. And that's it. That is our rundown for the tech tree of the Abbasid Dynasty. We need to go into the game, much like we have for one or two other civs, because we need to have a look at the Golden Age. You'll notice that they all have 250 of 250. And if we wait a second while that builds, you'll notice that the berry bushes will get a little fence around them. And that signifies that you've basically taken them over because they're within the influence. And you'll now notice they have 500 of 250. So they get double the amount of food. Just something to bear in mind if you're playing the Abbasids. Now that we have finished the House of Wisdom, you can see there's this lovely little star above it. Now if we hover over it, it tells us about the Golden Age. So structures built within the influence of the House of Wisdom influence area help progress to the Golden Age. 10 structures, villagers gather rate, plus 10%. 30 structures, tier 2, villager gather rate, plus 15%. And research speed, plus 15%. Villager gather rate, 20% at 60 structures. Research speed 20% and production speed 20%. Those are massive bonuses, so it's well worth building things close together here. Now, as you'll notice, I'm still in the Dark Age and I've just built a couple of spearmen. I just wanted to demonstrate that immediately, even though I'm not in the Feudal Age, I can build a battering ram. I can also build a siege tower. Not that it'll do you much good in the Dark Age if your enemy is also in the Dark Age. But weirdly, the Springald and the Mangonel can't be built till the Castle Age. But it means I can do a very early rush with rams. And rams are quite strong in terms of damaging buildings, especially in the Dark Age. And that's pretty much all I wanted to show you, just those few little things in-game. Thanks very much for watching. That's the last of our tech tree videos. I've just tried to keep them short and sweet so you can get the most important information out of them. I hope it's been helpful. Thanks very much for watching. Please, as always, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon for another video.